Welcome back. No real progress on trade talks with China reverberates through Illinois and Iowa. The Trump administration makes it a policy to ignore congressional subpoenas, and it's make or break time for Illinois' governor on his ambitious agenda. All things to talk about this morning with Democratic political consultant Porter McNeil and Andrea Anderson, president of the Land of Lincoln Republican Women. It's great to see you both again.
Good to see you.
Let's begin with Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and his agenda. Votes are expected soon on 4 key pieces of legislation with no assurances of enough Democratic support to pass, despite holding supermajorities in both chambers. They are his graduated income tax, major infrastructure program for capital improvements, legalizing sports wagering, and the legalization of recreational marijuana. How big of a test is this for the governor? What does it mean for his effectiveness as a leader if, say, one or all of them don't pass? And how many of these does he need to consider it a success, Porter?
Well, you know, in the month of May, big issues are on the table. I was a staffer in Springfield, and I was on the House floor for many Mays, and Mays take a life of their own with big issues, and they often become interrelated, and the governor is tackling big issues. You know, wagering, casino,
the marijuana issue, the income tax issues. Yeah.
And so what's happening now is he's got to put together the votes that connect with, you need revenue to fund the capital bill, you need revenue for to move forward with the new spending. So, and all of that is long-term, short-term. May 31st by midnight, they have to sign a budget. So in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be very busy, and I'm hearing there's slow progress, but you never know in May, things come together.
I guess, how big of a test is it for him as a leader, and what does it mean for him as a leader after that?
I think it is a big test because he's laid out a big agenda, and I know his folks and his staff are confident that they're going to reach agreement by the end of the month. There's still a lot to do.
Andrea?
Make it.
I agree. I think it's a huge test. Just the fact that, you know, he's got majority both in the Senate, you know, and the House, and so they're expecting, you know, a lot from him right now. I don't know that he'll be able to carry it.
And does he need? How many does he need to actually consider a success? 1, 2? Does he need all 4?
I think he's gonna. I think the big one is going to be the tax one. If he can't get the income tax one through, I think it's going to be detrimental to his reputation right now.
Well, now there's no sign of movement toward a trade deal between the United States and China. The president raised tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese products more than a week ago. China retaliated by announcing plans to raise tariffs on $60 billion of American exports. Farmers in Iowa and Illinois continue to be caught in the middle of this. They've seen the prices of soybeans, for example, plummet. A lot of them supported the president in the last election across the country. I guess how risky is this strategy to the president's reelection bid, and can he afford to lose this support, Andrea?
You know, I think what he's doing right now is really important for the overall growth of the country. I realize that we are facing some, there's going to be some strains right now. We've seen it obviously in the market. We've seen it obviously with the farmers. But I think the president's going to work really hard that if this continues with China, we're going to look at other avenues to sell those products to, other avenues to get goods back and forth, not just China. So I think it's really important to his agenda, but I also think it's really important to the country right now.
But the farmers here in this area are really paying the price, and so these are people who actually supported them. How risky, just from a political standpoint, is it to the president to lose that type of support?
I think that it is risky, but as long as he can prove that we're on a long-term horizon here, that for the long-term progression of the country, this is what we need to do, I think he can probably still garner and hold some of that support.
Porter?
Well, listen, I think we're in the twilight zone when we have the president urging Americans not to buy John Deere products, and that's where we are right now. So I think there is going to be consequence in the election. But in short term, I understand there's frustration with China, but you know, they buy 1/3 of our soybeans, and former Governor Vilsack said to rebuild that 1/3 of the market is difficult. So this trade war, I think China's going to dig in. We need to look at some other options because they're going to dig in. There's no proof that or evidence that they're going to lighten up on this. And so, you know, are we ready for the long-term consequences? And is President Trump ready to suffer the consequences in states like Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin? They should think about it.
Let's check presidential politics from the Democratic standpoint, because there are now almost 24 Democrats who hope that trade policy gives them the chance to beat the president next year. Montana Governor Steve Bullock and New York Mayor Bill de Blasio became the latest to get in the race this week. That makes it 23 candidates. Democrats lambasted the Republicans 4 years ago for having 17 candidates. This shoe's on the other foot. I guess, Porter, how bad does this make the Democratic Party look? Isn't this, I guess, does it show that the party's maybe in desperate search for a leader and a message?
you know, it shows that there's a lot of energy in the party. There's a wealth of talent. There's a lot of
there's
diversity
some
in the
spin
field.
going on there.
I mean, look at the diversity in this field. So I think what's going to happen, though, as you know, once the Iowa caucus hits in whatever 8 months, the field narrows down because you have the 15% threshold, and many of these will not hit the 15%.
They might not even make it to the caucuses at this
Maybe not. So right now, it's just a lively, full of talent field that we ought to celebrate.
Red meat for you here, Andrea.
You know, I have to say it's very interesting to watch at this point. Just the rhetoric going back and forth, just kind of the moves some of them right, because as Porter pointed out, very varied talent
all
in this
over the
field.
place, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So it's very interesting from our perspective, just kind of looking in and watching how this is moving down. And I'm with him. I believe that once the Iowa caucus happens and some of these other states, as they're campaigning, they will kind of back off. But I think it might be a little slower progression than it was for us a few years ago.
I think the debates will also be interesting before the caucuses show up. Now, subpoenas are flying from Democrats in the House of Representatives to obtain things like the president's financial records from banks, the president's tax returns from the IRS, and the unredacted version of the Mueller report from Attorney General William Barr. All of these are being ignored so far. Democrats are floating terms like constitutional crisis. I guess, how serious is this, and what does it say about the country's system of checks and balances if these are allowed to be ignored with no repercussions, Andrea?
Well, obviously, they are still looking into things, but we've got to let Barr do his job. And now Congress is coming back and saying, no, now we want to go after Barr. And it's like, well, that's who you put your trust in. And they were very, very aggressive with Mueller, thinking that he was going to come up with what they wanted him to come up with. And now he hasn't. Well, now it's looking more and more like a witch hunt at this point. Now we've got an issue where we've got Congress backing against the Department of Justice and the timing and all of that. So I'm interested to see how it's going to continue to progress at this point.
Porter?
Well, listen, the Mueller report was 446 pages. There were a lot of serious issues raised. This now goes to Congress. They have a very legitimate role of oversight. And so my feeling is sort of a common sense. If you feel you're exonerated, if you feel, as President Trump does, exonerated, then what's to hide? I don't understand the battling with the Congress.
But what does it say about the country as a whole, the democracy, if subpoenas aren't being complied with?
Well, that's, I don't know, constitutional crisis. I don't know what you want to call it. I know President Clinton complained about 5 years of subpoenas, but they participated in all those for 5 years. So, the same Senator Lindsey Graham who wanted endless subpoenas for President Clinton now says no more here. So the hypocrisy is amazing.
Well, we'll check things out. Certainly a lot to follow. Andrea Anderson, Porter McNeil, there's always something to talk about.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for your take this week. That brings us to our question of the week. What do you think about the Trump administration ignoring congressional subpoenas? Send your answer by email to fortherecord@whbf.com or respond to this post on Facebook at the Local 4 News WHBF TV page or on my page.